So I'm in Busan, or not Busan, Ulsan today. Ulsan is just north of Busan. There's a little bit of reflection here, kind of drowning out the city, but beautiful area. And you know, since I'm traveling, I'm in a hotel, as you can see. I do have a coffee setup here. This is the Clever Brewer, and there's an immersion aspect to this that is, sorry, oof, gotta get a handle on this. Not always ideal for every coffee, especially lighter roasts, high density coffees. I'm gonna, it's been long enough, so I'm gonna kind of knock this down. What I did was I put hot water in first. I put the ground coffee on top, and then made sure everything was kind of, immersed in the water. But it kind of hangs out toward the surface, and at some point then you just kind of knock it down like this. Let it sit. Let it kind of go to the bottom. And then I go over here to my hotel coffee cup. Yep. Water. And after about 30 seconds, then you put this on top. And it starts to allow the coffee to go through. Pretty clever, right? Ooh. I say ooh during class. So, why am I here? I'm teaching English at Ulsan Energy High School. I think they're preparing students to work in the, what do you call it? The nuclear power plant that's nearby. And I want this cup to overflow. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I guess I can let it go through. All right. So, a little bit about this coffee. This is from the Dominican Republic. Where's my paper? Where is my paper? All right, you know what? I'm going to push this around, and I'm going to find this. Ah, here we go. All right, so this is from the Dominican Republic. I've been to the Dominican Republic quite a number of times, back in the cruise ship days, and there was a really good soda and a really good pizza place there that I enjoyed, pretty much every time we went into port. This says it's from Cibao region. The co-op farm is Rancho, Arriba, Finca. Okay, and the altitude is 800 to 1200 meters. So actually fairly low, but a lot of the Dominican Republic doesn't seem to have a lot of high elevation, at least where I was. Pure Arabica, that's what it says the variety is, which is a pretty generic, way to say, a variety. Fully washed is the process. I'm not looking at the taste notes. This is going to need a little bit of time to cool, so I'm going to read the notes, the kind of country liner notes, if you will, while we wait. So it says the Dominican Republic is a historical landmark for worldwide coffee production. Originating in its small valleys with a favorable climate, our coffee is produced by one of the oldest farms in the Dominican Republic, the Rancho Arriba Finca, managed by the head of the Dominical Coffee Institute, Hector Jimenez. Growing in the natural shade of pine, Inga, guava, and macadamia trees, this coffee matures slowly and progressively before being harvested by hand. So usually when you have like shade-grown coffee, it's a bit more dense. The flavors are a bit more interesting in general. Kind of more delicate flavors can emerge. So we'll see. And this is a lower elevation. Usually, you know, if you don't have shade grown, you need to go to a higher elevation to get some of those more interesting flavors. You know, this hasn't had a long time to cool, but we'll give it a try anyway. This tastes like a forest. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story while we wait for it to cool a little bit more. I was going to make this video in the morning, and so I set my alarm clock last night for like, what, 6:45? Because we're going to meet at 7:40 in the morning. So I set it for 6:45 and plugged it in and let it sit, charging, everything. So went to sleep, and then I woke up. Sunlight, I mean, I had the curtains open. Sunlight's coming through. I kind of got this feeling, this just nagging feeling. It's like, wait a second. So I sat up. I looked at my phone. It said 7:38. So somehow my phone got set, the alarm got set for 2 days from now. I always have it set for every day, so I don't know how that changed, but I must have bumped something. It changed to 2 days from now, and I had 2 minutes to get downstairs. And I'll tell you what, I made it 1 minute late. I threw on whatever was sitting on the floor, or whatever sitting in my luggage, which is open on the floor, and just boom, out the door without basically a moment's hesitation. So needless to say, I wasn't able to do this, and I'm pretty tired. It's just a bad way to start the morning. No breakfast, no coffee, just running out the door and just jumping right into teaching. And it's a new program, a little bit disorganized. So I don't know. It's kind of a bad start to the day, but the day ended up being fine. And you know. Yeah, this is very like earthy, woody. Very like a wood type of a flavor to it. Let me see if I can taste anything else. I mean, you know, like in the notes it says it tastes, you know, it's grown under pine trees and macadamia trees. I wonder if that's just gonna have an effect on the taste like this. I'll say this much: it's a very pleasant, mild coffee. It's got very good body to it, so it's not weak by any stretch of the imagination. But it's not overpowering in any way. It's very palatable for anybody, I would say. It's unique, definitely unique, in a good way. Like, I think on a cold winter morning, you go out and you sit out on the porch and you have a cup of coffee like this, it's perfect. Holy moly. Just rich and warm and like earthy tones. Nice. All right, let's see what they say. I'm not really getting anything else at the moment, but maybe I will in a little while. It's still a little bit hot. It says coconut, dark chocolate, dry tobacco. Okay, the dry tobacco I can see. So that's about as close to the woody flavors that I was getting. So dry tobacco, yeah, you know, stuff like that. Great coffee. Not my usual go-to style, but I really am enjoying this one. So I'm glad to be able to give it a shot. Tomorrow will be Ecuador. Never been to Ecuador. I looked through. I've been to about 8 out of the 25 of these, so about 1/3 of the countries. So the rest I want to see in pictures or visit in the future. But yeah, but it's kind of nice. Like when I have memories of a place, it's kind of nice to drink coffee from there and be like, you know, kind of have a mental connection. So, all right, that's it for this one. Hope you guys are doing well. Bye.